Hey YouTube, today we're going to talk about the open carry law in the state of Florida. I know I'm a little bit late to this game and I haven't done a video in a few weeks or so I figured I'd talk about it. I'd show you some of the stuff I have here that really kind of opens up the playbook for people that live in Florida when it comes to carrying a sidearm. So before we get started, I'm going to let you know none of these weapons I have here in front of us are loaded, and if and when I pick them up during this video, I'll show you there's nothing in them. So what's happened here recently was Florida, those of us who live in the state of Florida, originally we had to have a permit to carry a firearm, and it had to be a concealed carry permit, and you could only carry it if you went through the steps and got that permit. Well, about a year or two ago, they passed a constitutional carry where you can have permitless carry. You don't have to, if you're a legal gun owner, you don't have to have any type of permit or whatsoever, but you have to carry concealed. Open carry was illegal in the state of Florida. They actually have a law that says it was illegal, except for in a couple certain circumstances, and we're not going to go too much into that. It's all over YouTube how you can open carry a gun when you're on your way to hunting or fishing or something like that. But here recently, there was a challenge to that law that said that open carry was illegal, and the first District Court of Appeals has now decided that that law is unconstitutional, and I got to tell you folks, I 100% agree with them. I think it's unconstitutional. I think the Constitution states you have the right to bear arms and it shall not be infringed, and I think you should be able to carry a firearm any way that you like, as long as you are a lawful gun owner, as long as you're not a prohibited person. So as of September the 25th, you will now be able to open carry a firearm in the state of Florida. Now, they haven't passed a specific law that says that you can carry a firearm. This appeals court has said that the existing law is unconstitutional, which means you can now carry a firearm open carry in the state of Florida. So I'm pretty excited about it because I live in the state of Florida, and I think it's sometimes kind of a nuisance to have to hide a firearm depending on what kind of clothes you're wearing and stuff like that. And you got to, tailor fit your firearm to whatever clothes you're wearing, and it's actually sort of a pain in the rear. So what I have here in front of us, I'm going to show you how this kind of opens up the playbook for different types of carry rigs that you have in the state of Florida. And we're going to start off with one of my favorites, and that's carrying a 1911. And I'm going to pick this one up here. I'm going to take this out of the holster. I'm going to show you there's nothing in it first. So all the YouTube people, don't freak out, and show you we're working with an unloaded weapon. So what I have here is I have a paddle holster that I like a lot. It's just a leather paddle holster, and it's tailor-made for the 1911, and it has a paddle on it, and you can carry this outside of your shirt or whatever. Just wear it on the side of your pants. No special belt required or anything like that, and this would be next to impossible to conceal. 1911s are usually really heavy, and a lot of people don't like to carry them concealed because of the weight. But if you have something like this where you just fit this on your pants like that, this paddle, it's very easy to carry a 1911. This is a very well made holster that guards the trigger and stuff like that, and it's a great option for carrying it. So the weapon I have inside here is just a Dan Wesson commander size Valor. Now, I know when I first introduced this gun, I was saying the word Valor wrong, and I've got corrected a million times, so I'm going to say it right. It says Dan Wesson Valor with a bobtail on the back, so it doesn't snag as much on your clothes, and very excellent carry 1911. It's not too heavy. It's made out of stainless steel, so it's kind of resistant to your sweat and moisture and stuff like that, and just a excellent carry 1911 in my opinion. So very, very cool gun. It really opens up, like I said, it opens up the playbook where you can carry some of these heavier guns around. So the next one I'm going to show you is, I'm going to take this out here. This is a Sig Sauer P220 Elite, and this is actually the carry one. But this is sort of a rare gun, and it's actually called the carry because it has a shorter barrel on it than the normal size. Now, this is quite a heavy gun too because it's made out of solid stainless steel, and a lot of people would have a little bit of issue kind of concealing this or carrying it around because of the weight of it and the size of it. So I also have a paddle holster, a safari lid paddle holster for this gun, and it just fits right in there just as nice, and you can carry this around open carry without any kind of special belt or anything like that because it is a paddle holster, and I think that's a really neat option for carrying around a carry gun. You don't have to worry about size or anything like that. It just makes it really great. Now, if you want to go the other extreme, what I have right here, if you want to carry around like a 44 Magnum like the big boy here, so you can opt to use a 6-inch 44 Magnum, and you can carry that. And what I have right here is a shoulder rig. You can carry around a large frame revolver on a shoulder rig and just carry that around, and that would be your open carry gun. Pretty neat. This is a Smith & Wesson Model 629. It's one of the older pre-lock ones. This is a -3 Model 629 Smith & Wesson. This would normally be a very hard gun to conceal carry, and if you had the conceal carry like we used to have to do here in the state of Florida, this would probably not be a good option. But now that they have this open carry law, you can put this like in a shoulder holster, and I wanted to use at least one example of a shoulder holster and carry around a large frame revolver. Now, the next one I'm going to show you is one of my favorite ones, and this is my vintage Colt Python. This is my stainless vintage Colt Python. If I can get it out of the holster, it's kind of a tight fit, and I'll show you that it's not loaded. This is a 1984 manufactured bright stainless Colt Python, and what I have here is kind of like an old school police rig, and this is kind of like, I call it my Rick Grimes setup here, and it's a basket weave leather holster that it fits perfectly in, and you have the little spots here for your speed loader, and this is kind of like an old school police setup here, and this is almost identical to the one that Rick Grimes uses on the show The Walking Dead. So if you want to carry around a Colt Python, you want to have a dream of being Rick Grimes, you can get a whole setup here, your whole basket weave setup with your speed loaders, your holster, and your basket weave leather belt, and you can now walk around in the state of Florida with a open carry Colt Python. But it's a really great ruling that this court has. I'm sure it's going to be appealed and go to the Supreme Court, and I don't see any problem with the Supreme Court seeing the same way that this appeals court has found. Open carry is constitutional. All you have to do is read the Constitution, and you'll see that it clearly states you have the right to bear arms. It will not be infringed upon, and nowhere does it mention how you have to carry your firearms. So if you're a law-abiding citizen and you're a lawful gun owner and you're not a prohibited person and you live in the state of Florida, from what I've read, and I'm not an attorney or anything, after September the 25th, you will be able to openly carry a firearm on your side, and there is no permit required. Now, I still carry my concealed weapons permit, because when you purchase a firearm and you fill out a 4473, if you do not have that permit, there is a 3-day waiting period to pick up any type of firearm from an FFL. So I still maintain my my Florida concealed weapons permit, and I use it to pick up firearms if I buy one from an FFL where I don't have to wait. Also, folks, you got to keep in mind, you got to be mindful of whatever state you live in. State laws are exactly what they say. They're state laws. That doesn't mean that their laws are the same in other states. So I have a Florida concealed weapons permit, and it does reciprocate to many other states. You can look it up online, whatever your particular state is, your permit, and see if other states recognize it. My permit is recognized in many states, but there's some of them they're not. So since you live in the state of Florida and they have an open carry procedure now, that doesn't mean you can go into any other state and just willy-nilly open carry a firearm unless you're a resident of that state, you've checked the local laws, and everything is kosher. So be very mindful of where you live, what the laws are, and stuff like that. Also, the same goes with your concealed weapons permit. Not all concealed weapon permits are recognized in other states, so be very mindful of that when you're traveling across state lines and you want to check on the laws on carrying a firearm. But very excited about this open carry ruling that this appeals court has set down, and looking forward to the 25th of September, and then all these will now be an option for me to carry if I choose to carry any of them as an open carry option. But anyway, folks, let me know if you have any questions on this, any questions on any of the firearms, any of the rigs that I have here. I'll be happy to answer them as best as I can. And as always, thank you very much for watching my video today, and you folks have a great day.